we started in the sheep business with in 4-H. It was actually with two leased ewe lambs from Jeff and Mary Held, and it's just kind of blossomed from there. My name's Grady Gullickson. I'm originally from Flanders, South Dakota, and we've been in the sheep business for about 10 to 12 years. I think it's the people is the biggest thing, and you know, when you're showing and you see somebody, you know, the sheep's just not cooperating, I've seen multiple producers just walk out and, you know, help that person out. And I think that's the big reason why people go to the South Dakota State Fair is it's a very, you know, people-friendly, a family atmosphere. And when you go for those, you know, 4 or 5 days, I mean, it's just endless conversations with anybody that you just see once a year. And I think that's just what makes it special. You know, raising livestock, you know, you can't just feed them 3 days a week. I mean, it's a 7-day thing. And I think when you're young, you don't really realize the time commitment and what it takes, but after years of doing it and just being a part of the industry and feeding them, and you know, they rely on you, you know, and you could translate that to sports even, in team sports, you know, your teammates rely on you. Well, livestock do too. I mean, that's how they get fed, that's how they're healthy, that's how they, you know, create food for people. And you know, you don't really realize that when you're 8, 9, 10 years old, you know, when I started. And now it's like, it's full circle. I mean, we have a huge opportunity, you know, to help producers stay in the sheep business, for one thing. Bring in new 4-H'ers or FFA members, just like I did. But we also have an opportunity to, you know, talk to the public. You know, there's a bigger and bigger gap between, you know, production, agriculture, and raising livestock, and then the consumer, who's, you know, ultimately eating the products we're making. And I think if we can, you know, talk to consumers with this new building, you know, everybody loves new and bright things. And I think, you know, a lot of fair growers are really going to want to, you know, are going to be attracted to this building. And if we can, you know, combine producers with consumers, you know, I think it's just a good combination. When you're seeing little kids, you know, out in 4-H or in FFA, you know, building their projects, I mean, it makes you excited for the future, you know. You know, I can't wait to, you know, keep producing sheep for another 20, 30 years and have my kids show and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's just another way for us to keep the industry going and keep it, you know, in the front. Because if you don't have a seat at the table, like with the consumers and stuff, I mean, it's not your day then. I think, you know, anyone's donation, whether it's small, large, time, you know, work, is just so beneficial. It's like, it's not going to just be here for 1 year. I mean, it'll be here for years to come, and generations will be able to experience this building. And you know, like I said earlier, if we can combine consumers and producers, I mean, you'll create lifelong friendships in that barn. I mean, it's just a huge stepping stone for anybody and the fairgrounds.